Hello friends, welcome to NEET World. Myself Abhilash, Mathematics faculty for EAP set, K set and JEE. So we had started our discussion on straight lines. In the previous two classes, we learned some very important concepts like what is distance formula, section formula, and also very important concept, that is condition of collinearity. We learnt it using various methods. One is using distance formula. Next is we learnt about using condition of collinearity using slopes. Next, condition of collinearity using area of triangle. And we also learned what is a slope, what is angle of inclination, what is a slope, what is a positive slope, what is a negative slope, and all these things. And further proceeding, we learned various forms of equation of a line, that is point slope form, 2-point form, okay, intercept form, double intercept form, normal form, and also we learnt parametric form or symmetric form, are also called distance form. Okay, these are the various forms of equation of the line we learnt, and also we solved certain practice questions, and also JEE means previous year questions like 29, 2020, 2019, 2020, 2022, 23, all these questions we solved. Okay, so proceeding further with that, we'll start with another concept, that is angle between two lines. In today's session, we'll start with angle between two lines. So what do we mean by that? So let us start angle between two lines. So we are talking about straight lines. When straight lines intersect each other, there will be an angle formed between them. So how to find the angle formed between them, that we will learn using this concept, that is angle between two lines. Okay, angle between two lines, it is given by, see here, if this is line L1, this is line L2, okay, this L1 is having slope m1 and L2 is having slope m2, okay, that time the angle between the two lines, this is taken as theta, okay, if theta is acute, this is theta itself, if it is obtuse, we will take it as pi minus theta, because this is a straight angle, this is total angle is 180, this will be theta, means this will be pi minus theta, which you already know. Then angle between two lines is given by tan of theta, that is tan theta is given by modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, there is a derivation, but is not required for you. So tan theta is equal to what? Modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, this you have to be very careful while remembering this formula, because we are putting the modulus, and also it is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, 1 plus m1 m2, you should be careful here, 1 plus m1 m2. So this is the formula for angle between two lines. So let us proceed and see some questions, solve some questions based on angle between two lines. So look at this, they have given angle of a line with a positive direction of the x-axis is theta. Okay, with the positive direction of x-axis is theta, the line is rotated about some point on it in an anti-clockwise direction by an angle of 45 degree, and its slope becomes 3. Find the angle theta. Okay, there is a line like this with a positive direction of x-axis. Okay, let this line be L. Okay, direction of the x-axis is theta. With the positive direction of x-axis, it is making an angle of theta. L is making an angle of theta. Now this line L is rotated about some point on it in anti-clockwise direction by an angle of 45 degree. So from this point, see, this is rotated like this. So it will come here, L will come here. Okay, now suppose the slope here was m, here the slope here is becoming what? The slope here is becoming 3, and this angle is 45 degree. This angle is 45 degree. So this is L, this is also L. So let us consider this as L1, let us consider this as L2. Okay, now it has moved to that point, right? Slope is changing. Here slope is what? Here slope is 3, here slope is m itself. Let this be m2 is equal to 3, here m1 is equal to m itself. Okay, now they are asking us to find the angle theta. This theta we have to find out. Okay, so how to find this? Now they have given L1, L2 is given, the angle between them is 45 degree. So let us use the property. Or that, what do we say? The formula, that is tan theta is equal to, that is tan 45. This is here theta, that is angle between two lines is 45, not theta. The angle between two lines is 45 degree. You have to take this, not this one. The angle between two lines, L1 and L2. The formula is for angle between two lines, not with the x-axis. It is angle between two lines is 45 degree. So tan 45 degree is equal to m1 minus modulus of m1 minus m2. So m1, that is m itself, m2 is 3 divided by 1 plus m1 and 2, that is 3m. Okay, so tan 45 is nothing but what? Tan 45 is nothing but 1. So 1 into 1 plus 3m is equal to, since I am removing the modulus sign, you should be very careful. The alert, you should be having that alertness to see this. Here at this point, when you are removing the modulus sign, you have to take plus or minus. Same thing I told when it comes to area of triangle. There also you are taking modulus. So there also you should use plus or minus while removing the modulus. So here also I will use plus or minus. What do I have inside? M minus 3. Okay, so first let me take plus, that is 1 plus 3m is equal to m minus 3. Okay, so 3m minus m is 2m. Okay, this will become what? 3m, this will become what will this be? 3m 3m minus m will be equal to how much? 3m minus m will be equal to 3m minus m, this will be 2m, and this will become equal to minus 4. So this will become, 1 will go that side, this will become equal to minus 4. So m will be equal to minus 2. So m will be equal to minus 2. This is one thing. Next, if it is minus, this will become 1 plus 3m is equal to minus m plus 3, So you will get it as 4m is equal to 4m is equal to 2. 4m is equal to 2. You will get it as 4m is equal to 3 minus 1 2. So m will be equal to 1 by 2. So m will be equal to 1 by 2. So you got m will be equal to 1 by 2. Another thing, m is equal to minus 2. M is equal to minus 2. So you must understand that this value you cannot take it. This value you cannot take it because they are telling find the angle theta and its slope becomes 3. Okay, and its slope becomes 3. So if I take m is equal to minus 2, it is not possible here because it should be positive. The angle theta should be positive here. That's why it cannot be negative. M is equal to half. So we got m is equal to half. But m is nothing but what? M is nothing but tan theta. We have already discussed m is nothing but slope is nothing but tan theta is equal to half. So theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of 1 by 2. Tan inverse of 1 by 2. Okay, the positive direction of theta is, the line is rotated about positive, okay, anti-clockwise direction, and its slope becomes 3. Find the angle theta. Theta is tan inverse of 1 by 2. Theta is tan inverse of 1 by 2, and it is not minus 2. Okay, it should be positive value. Theta is tan inverse of 1 by 2. Got it? I hope it is clear. Let us move to the next question. Look at this. The equation of the line which passes through the point 3 comma minus 2 and are inclined to 60 degree and inclined at 60 degree to the line root 3 x plus y is equal to 1. Okay, the equation of line which passes through the point, okay, there is a line, this is the line, let it be L, which passes through the point, there is a point, let it be P, 3 comma minus 2, and are inclined at 60 degree to the line. This line is inclined at 60 degree to another line. Okay, this angle is 60 degree to another line, root 3 x plus y, this is root 3 x plus y is equal to 1, or I can write it as root 3 x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. I can write it like this. This is another line. Okay, this is another line. Let this be line R. Okay, they are telling the equation of this line, the equation of line L we have to find out. Okay, the equation of line L we have to find out. So first of all, see here we have got this line. For this slope is nothing but minus a by b. Minus a by b means slope. Let this slope be m1. Let me write it as m1. M1 is minus root 3. M1 is minus root 3. Correct? No. Minus a by b means it is nothing but minus root 3 by 1, that is nothing but m1 is root 3, minus root 3, we got it. Now what about this line? The slope we don't know, the slope of this line we don't know, that is we have only one point we don't know. Let us take the slope as m. Now angle between two lines says as what? Tan 60 degree is equal to tan theta is equal to under modulus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So this will become what? Tan 60 is equal to m1 minus m2, that is minus root 3 minus m, okay, minus root 3 minus m divided by this root 3 plus x by x minus 1. So this will be minus a by b means that is minus root 3 only, correct. So this will become by 1 plus m1 m2, that is 1 minus root 3 m, you will get it. Okay, tan 60 is root 3, root 3 is equal to minus root 3 minus m by 1 minus root 3 m. This is what we get. Now when I remove modulus, I told you should take both plus or minus, both plus and minus. Okay, plus or minus you should take. This will become what? If I multiply, this will become root 3 into 1 minus root 3 m is equal to plus or minus root 3 minus m. Okay, first I will take plus, this will become up root 3 minus 3 m is equal to, this will be plus root 3 minus m. Okay, so what will I get? This is root 3, this is another root 3, this will become 2 root 3 is equal to, I will get it as 2m, 2 root 3 is equal to 2m I will get. So m will be equal to root 3. So m will be equal to root 3. Okay, m will be equal to root 3 I got. Now if I take this as minus, this will become what? So this is root 3 minus 3m is equal to, minus means it will become root 3 plus m, So here root 3 cancels. So this will become what? Minus 4m is equal to 0. Here m will be equal to 0. Okay, slope is becoming 0. This value you cannot take. Okay, slope is becoming 0 means it is directly falling on this line. So we cannot take slope m is equal to 0. So this is discarded. We will take m is equal to root 3. So we got this m2, or this one is, we got it as root 3 now. Okay, we got it now. So let me write it like this. We got it now after solving. Okay, so this will become what? M is equal to root 3. Now we have to find the equation of the line. To find the equation of the line, see here. Okay, we have to find the equation of the lines. So what I can do, I got this one. So let me put the values, that is y minus y1, that is y1 is nothing but what? Y minus y1 is, this is x1 y1, I will take it, x1 y1, y1 is y plus 2, m is nothing but what? Slope is nothing but root 3 into x minus x1, root 3 into x minus 3. So this I will get it as y plus 2 is equal to root 3x minus 3 root 3, okay, root 3x, okay, minus y minus 2 minus 3 root 3 is equal to 0. Where is that? Root 3x minus y minus 2 minus 2 root 3 is equal to root 3x minus y minus 2 minus 3 root 3 is equal to 0. This is another line. Okay, the equation of the line which passes through the point 3 under inclined at 60 degree to the line. Okay, the equation of the lines, actually it should be the equation of the lines. Actually there are two lines here. Okay, so the equation of the two lines will be actually y plus 2 is equal to 0, root 3x minus y minus 2 minus 3 root 3 is equal to 0. The option is A. The correct option is A. Okay, here we have to find the equation of two lines. Okay, that you should be knowing. So as per this, we have put the values, we will get it as A, option A. So first we found out the slope of this first line, then we used the angle between two lines formula and we got another slope, that is m2. Then we found the point slope form, use the point slope form to find the equation of other lines. Got it? So it's very simple. Let's move to the next question or concept. So they are telling a ray of light coming from JEE Main 2020, very important question and a very nice question. Okay, they are telling a ray of light coming from the point 2 root 3 is incident at an angle of 30 degree on the line x is equal to 1. Okay, on the line x is equal to 1 they are telling. So at the point A, okay, the ray gets reflected on the line x is equal to 1 and meets the x axis at point B, then the line AB passes through the point. Okay, they are asking the point. Okay, so first let me draw the coordinate axes. Let me draw the coordinate axis. They are telling a ray of light coming from point 2 root 3 is incident at an angle of 30 degree at the line x is equal to 1. This is the line x is equal to 1. This is line x is equal to 1. That means it is, let me take this coordinates as 1 k. Okay, this is the point. Okay, ray of light is coming from here, this point, and striking here. Okay, this point is what? 2 root 3. Let me take it as point B. Okay, let me take it as point B. Okay, point B is given again, so let me take it as point P. This is the point from where light is coming. It is striking here and it gets reflected. This is point A. This is what? This is nothing but x axis. So this way one is there. K is the y coordinate, we don't know. Okay, let us keep it as it is. This will come and strike here at point B at x axis. Ray gets reflected on the line x is equal to 1 and meets the x axis at point B. Okay, the point B. The line AB passes through the point. They are asking the line AB passes through which point? The line AB passes through which point they are asking. Now this x is equal to 1 and we have this point 1 k and this is point B. It is striking at point B. Now how to find this answer to this question? Now how to find the answer to this question? Now we know that this one, we can find the slope of this line. Okay, the slope of this line is what? So first of all, see here, before that we need little knowledge of physics here. Here it is striking at point A at an angle of 30 degree, at an angle of 30 degree. So by the laws of reflection, this is a normal, by the laws of reflection, this angle will be how much? If this 30 means this will be how much? This will be 60 degree. Okay, this is 30 degree means this will be 60 degree, because this total angle is a straight angle, that is right angle triangle. This is 30 means this will be 60 and this will also be 60, because this is angle of incidence, this is angle of reflection. Okay, by laws of reflection we know that angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. So this will become what? 60 degree means this will also be 60 degree. Now what they are asking is, if I take this, then if this is 60 degree means this will also become 60 degree, alternate angle. Then what about this angle? This angle will also become, this angle will become, this is right angle, 180 minus 60, this angle B will become 120 degree. This angle B will become 120 degree. Now meets x axis at point B, then the line AB passes through. Then the line AB passes through which point they are asking. Then the line AB passes through which point they are asking. Now see here. So here the line is inclined. Okay, the slope is given. What is the value of slope here? Here everybody will do, most of you will do mistake, that you will take theta here as 30 degree. Okay, theta here is not 30 degree, theta here is 60 degree. You have to take this with the positive direction of x axis. Theta is, this 30 degree is not with positive direction of x axis. Here 60 degree is positive direction of x axis. So you should take theta is equal to 60 degree. This implies slope m is equal to tan 60. Okay, that is equal to y2 minus y1. Y2 is what? 2 root 3 minus x. 2 root 3 minus x minus k. This is root 3 minus k by 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Tan 60 is root 3. Okay, m is equal to root 3, that is equal to 2 root 3 minus k. So k will be equal to 2 root 3 minus root 3, we will get it as root 3. K will get it as root 3. So this point will become 1 comma root 3. This point will become 1 comma root 3. You got the point A, which is nothing but 1 comma root 3. Now you got this point A 1 comma root 3, and you got this point B, that is having an angle of 120 degree. Now let me find the slope of this line. Let me find the slope of this line AB. Slope of line AB, that is slope of line AB is nothing but tan, what is the angle? Tan 120 degree. Here the angle is tan 120 degree. So tan 120 degree. Okay, so this you can find out. So m of AB is equal to tan 120 degree, you get it. Now to find the equation of the line, then the line AB passes through the point. So first of all, let us find the equation of this line, that is line AB. Equation of AB, let us find out. Equation of AB is nothing but y minus y1. Y1 is 1 into m is slope is tan 120. Tan 120 can be written as cot 30. Okay, cot 30 is root 3. Tan 120 can be written as tan 90 plus theta, that is tan 90 plus 30, that is cot 30. Cot 30 is root 3, not 1 by root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Cot 30 is root 3. So this will become root 3 into x minus y minus y1. Y minus y1 is, this is y minus y1 is, this is root 3. Y minus root 3 by into root 3 into x minus 1 into root into x minus 1. So this will become what? This equation will become y minus root 3 is equal to root 3x minus root 3. Root 3x minus root 3. Now I have what? What do I have here now? I have minus root 3, here also minus root 3, I can cancel. I will get y is equal to root 3x. Y is equal to root 3x. So we have to find some value which is satisfying this equation. So if I put y is x is equal to root 3 and this is equal to minus root 3, okay, y is equal to root 3x I got. If I have to put the value, you have to put the value which satisfies this equation. Which of the value satisfies this equation? If I put C, if I put 3, this will be 3, this will be 1 by root 3. Okay, root 3 by 3, this will be 1 minus 1 by root 3. This is not satisfying. If I take this one, this will be 3 into root 3. Y is equal to minus root 3. Okay, so let's look at the equation of the line. Y minus y1 is root 3 minus m is root 3 into x minus 1. So y minus root 3 into root 3x minus root 3. So you will get it as this one, y is equal to root 3. The one that is satisfying this line is 3 comma minus root 3. You can check by yourself. So till here we have done. So first here it is very important, this is not the angle theta. By you should use the angle properties of, you should use the knowledge of physics, that is reflection, the concept of reflection. This will be the angle of incidence, angle 60 degree, because this is 30 means this is 60, because this total angle is 90, and this will be 60 because this will also be 60 because y, this angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection, I will be equal to r. Now if you take theta is equal to 60 degree and find slope, you will get it as y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x7. If you find out, you will get k is equal to root 3. And now if you look at this one, equation of this line, here it is 60 degree because alternate angle, and this angle will be 120. We have to take this as the theta because what? Angle calculated measured in an anti-clockwise direction, that is this is the theta. So if you find out tan 20, that is y2 minus 1 by x2 minus x1, same thing you will get. Okay, you will get y is equal to root 3x, and you will get answer as c is equal, that is 3 comma minus root 3. That is the answer to this question. Let us move to the next question, friends. Look at this question. They have given, these are all based on angle between two lines and also the properties or concepts of slope. That's why you should be very careful and very thorough with the concept of slope. Next thing, the equation of the one of the straight lines which passes through the point 1 comma 3 and makes an angle of tan inverse of root 2 with a straight line y plus 1 is equal to 3 root 2x is, okay, they are asking the equation of the line. This equation, first let me find out this line, y plus 1 minus 3 root 2x, 3 root 2x is equal to 0. So let me write it again, minus 3 root 2x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. The slope of this line is m is equal to minus a by b. This will be nothing but equal to 3 root 2 itself. Minus into minus will become plus, m1 is equal to m1 will be equal to 3 root 2. Now they are telling one of the straight line passes through the point 1 comma 3 and makes an angle of tan inverse of root 2 with the straight line. Okay, this is passing through the point 1 comma root 3. This is passing through the point 1 comma root 3. So 1 comma 3, not 1 comma root 3. This is 1 comma 3, and this is making an angle of what? Angle of tan inverse of root 2. Tan inverse of root 2. This theta value is nothing but tan inverse of root 2. It is passing through the point y plus 1 is equal to 3 root 2 x. This is line L, that is line R. Okay, the slope of this line I got it as m1. m1 is equal to 3 root 2. Let the slope of this line be m itself. Okay, now let me find out the slope of this line. Okay, but before that, let me use angle between two lines formula, that is tan of tan inverse of root 2 is tan theta is equal to tan of tan inverse of root 2. Tan inverse of root 2 is equal to m1 minus mod of m1 minus m2, 3 root 2 minus m by 1 plus m1 m2, that is 1 plus 3 root 2 m. Okay, tan of tan inverse of root 2 is root 2 itself. So root 2 into 1 plus 3 root 2 m. Okay, I always told you that 1 plus 3 root 2 m. Okay, and I always told you that while removing the modulus sign you should take plus or minus. So this will become equal to 3 root 2 minus m, and here I will write this will be root 2 into 1 plus 3 root 2 m is equal to minus 3 root 2 plus m, minus 3 root 2 plus m, minus 3 root 2 plus m, minus 3 root 2 plus m. This much we got. Now if solving this, here root 2 into 1 is root 2 plus 3 root 2 is 3 2s are 6, 6m is equal to minus 3 root 2 plus m. So this will become what? M will become what? This will be 5m. 5m is equal to root 2. If I send it that side, it will become minus 4 root 2. This implies m is equal to minus 4 root 2 by m, 4 root 2 by 5. Okay, 4 root 2 by 5. So m is equal to minus 4 root 2 by 5. What about this one? If I solve, I will get root 2 plus 6m is equal to 3 root 2 minus m. So what will I get? So this will be 6m minus this will be 7m. 7m is equal to, this will become 2 root 2. Okay, this implies m is equal to 2 root 2 by 7. M is equal to 2 root 2 by 7. Okay, m is equal to 2 root 2 by 7. So now I have one of the line, and I have to find, this is 4 root 2 is there, this I am having, what is this I am having? 4 root 2 by 5, this I am having 2 root 2 by 7. Let me take the slope of this line, that is m is equal to 2 root 2 by 7, and check out. So I got slope is equal to what? M is equal to 2 root 2 by 7. I have point x1 y1 as this one. So let me use the point slope form, that is y minus y1 is equal to slope into x minus x1, that is y minus y1, y minus 3 into is equal to slope is what? 2 root 2 by 7 into x minus x1, x minus 1. So this will be 7y minus 21 is equal to 2 root 2 x minus 2 root 2. Okay, 2 root 2 x minus 2 root 2. Okay, but that is not satisfying here. That is not satisfying here in the given equation. Let me take m is equal to minus 4 root 2 by 5. Minus 4 root 2 by 5. This will become what? Y minus 3 is equal to 4 root 2 by 5 into x minus 1. 4 root 2 by 5 into x minus 1. Now solve this. 5y minus 15 is equal to, this will be minus 4 root actually, minus 4 root. This should be minus 4 root 2. Okay, minus 4 root 2 is nothing but minus 4 root 2 into x minus 4 root 2 x plus 4 root 2. Okay, so this if I solve this, I will get it as 4 root 2 x, 4 root 2 x, 4 root 2 x plus 15 plus 4 root 2 minus 5y is equal to 0. This is what I get. 4 root 2 x plus, this is 4 root 2 x plus 15 plus 4 root 2 4 root 2 x plus 15 plus 4 root 2 minus 5y. Is it minus 5y? No, this is given as minus 5y. This is not minus, plus it should be. Okay, this should be plus. If I send it that side, this should be plus. This everything will be plus, and only minus 5y should be there, and only minus 5y should be there. So 4 root 2 x plus 5y minus If I make this minus, this should also become minus 4 root 2x minus 5y minus 4 root 2. Okay, so the answer is this one. 5 plus 4 root 2, where is 5 here? This is 5 3 is 15. 15 where it is? 15 is this one. So 15 is this one. So this will become what? 4 root 2x minus 4 root 2x. Okay, this will be minus 4 root 2x. Actually, this will be minus 4 root 2x. So minus 4 root 2x is this one. So this will become minus 5y. So if I make everything minus, this will become 4 root 2x. Okay, plus 5y minus 15 plus 4 root 2 is equal to 0. So this will become what? 4 root 2x plus 5y minus 15 plus 4 root 2. That is, answer is 4 root x plus 5y. Okay, the answer is option A. Option A is the correct answer. You have to be very careful while selecting the option. You should be very careful while selecting the option. Is it clear, friends? Let us move to the next question. This is also based on angle between two lines. Now, condition for parallel and perpendicular lines. Condition for parallel and perpendicular lines, which I have already discussed many times. So, when two lines are parallel, when the two given lines are parallel, the angle between them is 0 degree. That's when tan theta becomes tan 0. Tan 0 is nothing but equal to 0. So, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 becomes equal to 0. That's why it will become m1 is equal to m2. There are parallel lines, it will become m1 is equal to m2. So, what happens when it is perpendicular lines? When the lines are perpendicular, the angle between them is 90 degree. So, tan 90 is infinity, that is 1 by 0 will be equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. 1 plus m1 m2. So, 1 plus m1 m2, okay, 1 plus m1 m2 is equal to 0 I will get. So, m1 m2 will be equal to minus 1. So, that is product of the slopes is equal to minus 1. That is, one of the slopes will be equal to negative reciprocal of the other. One of the slope will be equal to negative reciprocal of the other. That you should be remembering. Okay, m1 m2 is equal to minus 1 or m2 is equal to minus 1 by m1. When lines are parallel, they are equal. So, let us proceed with this concept. They have given, if the straight lines 2x minus 3y plus 17 is equal to 0 is perpendicular to the line passing through the points 7 comma root 17 and 15 comma root beta, then beta is equal to. So, before going to this, I will tell you one important concept here itself. So, see here, suppose a line is given, okay, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 or some particular line, that is 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. For this, if you want to write a line which is parallel line, a line which is parallel to this, how can you write it? Here it should be again 2x plus 3y only, because we know that slope is nothing but slope of ax plus by, this is nothing but equal to minus a by b. So, this a and b should not change. This should be 2 only, this should be 3 only, here also it should be 2 only, it should be 3 only. But the constant can be any value. Plus k is equal to 0 is a line parallel to, suppose this is L1, this is L2. Okay, hence we say here L1 is parallel to L2. That is, see here very carefully, 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. And if let it be line L1. If you want a line L2 which is parallel to the given line L1, we can write it like this. You have to write 2x plus 3y as it is, because the slope should be equal. You should never change anything here. But the constant value here it is 4. Here the constant value can be anything. Let us take it as k. Okay, this is about parallel lines. So, when I talk about perpendicular lines, suppose L1 is given as same thing, 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is L1. This is L1. I want a line L2 which is perpendicular to L1, L2, okay, perpendicular to L1. Here what I should do is, you should use crisscross method. That is, here instead of 2x it will become 3x, instead of 3y it will become 2y plus 4. Instead of 4 I can write any constant is equal to 0, but here instead of plus it becomes minus. See, 3 will come here and 2 will come here, okay, and instead of plus it will become minus. Instead of here it was minus, means here it will become plus. Okay, that means you have to change the sign. So, 3 will come, 2 will come here and 3 will come here, crisscross method, and plus will become minus and minus will become plus, that is all. And it comes to constant, does not matter, any constant let it be. So, here L2, there will be L2, here L1 and L2 are perpendicular to each other. This is how you write it. Straight lines means, parallel lines means you will write it as it is, the given line, only constant may change. When it is perpendicular lines, there is crisscross method, what is x will become y and what is y will become 2, that is coefficient. 2 will become 3 and 3 will become 2 here, and that sign will change. If it is positive, it will change to negative. If it is negative, it will change to positive. This you should remember. Now, look at this question. It's very simple now. If the straight line passing through x minus 3y plus 17 is equal to 0 is perpendicular to the line passing through the points 7, 17 and 15, b, then beta is equal to, is perpendicular to this line. So this is a line that is given 2x minus 3y plus 17 is equal to 0. For this another line, that is L1, L2 is perpendicular line to this is given by 3y plus 2x, 3y, so this should be actually not 3y, this should be 3x, 3 will come here, 3 will come here, 3x, this will be 2y, okay, constant, let it be k is equal to 0, let it be k is equal to 0. So they are perpendicular, then their slopes are what? Then the slopes are equal to what? Product of the slopes will be equal to minus 1. So the product of the slopes, that is nothing but equal to what? Product of the slopes will be equal to minus 1. So we can find the equation of the second line. We can find the equation of the second line. The slope of this line is what? The slope of this line is m is equal to 2 by 3. M is equal to 2 by 3. The slope of this line m2, m1. The slope of this line m2 is nothing but minus 3 by 2. Okay, then only you will get m1 m2 is equal to minus 1, because therefore m1 m2 is equal to minus 1 as L1 is perpendicular to L2, because they only given it is perpendicular. Now I got m2, I have got 2 points. Okay, 2 point form you can use, that is what? That is nothing but y minus y1 is into slope of x minus x1. So we can use it as what? This m2 is nothing but what? M2, this slope is nothing but equal to y minus y1, y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 is beta minus 17, okay, by x2 minus x1, 15 minus 7, 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay, m2 is nothing but what? Minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2 is equal to beta minus 17. This is beta minus 17, not 13, this is beta minus 17. Okay, beta minus 17 by 8. Okay, so minus 3 into 8 by 2 is equal to beta minus 17. Okay, this will become what? 2 1s are 2 4s are. So this will be minus 12. This implies minus 12 will be equal to beta minus 17. Beta minus 17. So this implies beta is equal to minus 12 plus 17. So beta will be equal to 5. Beta will be equal to 5. That is answer C. That is JEE Main 2019 question. The beta value will be equal to 5. Very simple question. Okay, it is based on the concept of slopes of the perpendicular lines. Slopes of the perpendicular lines, one thing you should know how to take the slopes of the perpendicular lines, that is product of the slopes, m1 m2 will be equal to minus 1. Another thing which you should know very much is, if a line is given, you should know how to draw a line parallel to that. I told you, if it is a parallel line, directly you write it as it is, only the constant value changes. Okay, it may or may not change, constant value may also remain same or it may change. Okay, two lines which are coincident, they are also considered as parallel lines. Another thing is, if you have to draw a perpendicular line, I told you you should use crisscross method, and also the sign changes. If it is positive, it becomes negative. If it is negative, it becomes positive. But don't touch the constant. Constant will remain as it is, or it may change. Constant will, there it is 4 means here it will be k. You take some value k. When you write a line perpendicular to another line, then you take the constant as k. That's it. Very simple. Let us proceed to the next question. They are telling two sides of parallelogram concept still I have not done. I will do it later. When I do it, I will tell you. Okay, they have given, if the two lines x plus ay, this is 2019 JEE Main, x plus a minus 1y is equal to 1 and 2x plus a square y is equal to 1 are perpendicular, then the distance of their point of intersection from the origin, First of all, what they have given? They have given two lines and they have told they are perpendicular. So perpendicular means, first let me find out m1. m1 is equal to what? m1 is equal to minus a by b, that is 1 by minus 1 by a minus 1, minus 1 by a minus 1. What about m2? m2 is equal to minus a by b, that is m2 is equal to minus 2 by a square, minus 2 by a square. Since they are perpendicular, m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. So this becomes what? Minus 1 by a minus 1 into minus 2 by a square is equal to minus 1, is equal to minus 1. Okay, is equal to minus 1. Now see here, this minus will become this. So minus 2 is equal to, this will go that side, this will become a cube minus a square, So this will become a cube minus a square plus 2 is equal to 0. A cube minus a square plus 2 is equal to 0. We get this, a cube minus a square plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I have to take some value for a. Okay, if I take it as a is equal to minus 1, I will get 1. Here I will get minus 1. This here also I will get minus 1. So if I take the a is equal to minus 1 will satisfy this. So a plus 1 is a factor. So to find the remaining factors, that is one value of a I got it as a is equal to minus 1. To find the remaining factor, I should use long division method, that is a plus 1. If I divide a cube minus a square plus 2 by a plus 1, what I will get? Here I should get a square. Okay, a square into a cube. This is minus a square. Okay, this is minus a square plus into a square, this is minus a square. So this will become what? Minus plus, okay, minus plus. So what will I get here? A cube minus a square plus 2, a cube minus a square plus 2, okay, a cube minus a square plus 2. So here I will get what? A into a square minus 1 into a square, this is what? A cube minus a square plus 2. So here I will get this one, a cube cancel, this will be minus a cube, this will be plus a square. So this will become, this will be plus a square, right? Plus will become, this will become minus, this is minus. So this and this will cancel, this will become minus 2a square plus 2. So this will become what? Minus 2a. If I write it as minus 2a, what will I get? If I write it as minus 2, I will get it as minus 2a square minus 2a square minus 2a, okay, minus 2a square minus plus and it is plus again. This and this will cancel, this will be 2a. If I cancel this, I will get 2, okay. So 2a plus 1, something like that. This I will get it as a square minus 2a plus 2. I will get it as a plus 1 into a square minus 2a plus 2, something like this. But this is not relevant for me because here b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So this I will never consider. I will consider only a plus 1 is equal to 0. This will be equal to 0. Okay. So I will consider only a plus 1 is equal to 0. So that is a is equal to minus 1. I got a is equal to minus 1. So then the distance of their point of intersection from the origin is. So I got a is equal to minus 1. I got a is equal to minus 1. So if I take a is equal to minus 1 in this equation, what will I get? This equation will become what? X minus 1 means this is x minus of minus means this is minus 1 minus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. This is L1. What about L2? L2 is nothing but 2x minus a square. A square is minus 1 square, that is 1. 2x plus y minus 1, or I'll write it as equal to, or minus 1 is equal to, let me write it equal to 1. Okay, let me write it equal to 1. So this will be minus 2y is equal to 1. This will be plus y is equal to 1. Okay. Now if I solve these two equations, I'll get a point. I'll get 2 points x and y. From that I have to find the distance formula using that is to find the distance from the origin. If I solve this, what I'll get? I'll get as what? If I multiply this by 2, I'll get it as 2x minus 4y is equal to 2. If I cancel this now, this will get cancelled. Minus 4y minus, okay, this will be minus, this will be 5y, minus 5y is equal to how much? Minus 5y is equal to 2 minus 1, 1. So I'll get y is equal to, I'll get y is equal to minus 1 by 5. So what about x? X minus 2y is equal to, x minus 2y is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1 by 5. So this will be x minus plus 2y, 2 by 5 is equal to 1. So this implies x is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5, that is x is equal to 3 by 5. I'll get x is equal to 3 by 5. I got the points as what? 3 by 5 and 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So I got the points as, what? 3 by 5 comma minus 1 by 5. This point, the distance from 0 comma 0. The distance formula is 3 by 5 minus 0 whole square, that is 3 by 5 whole square, minus 1 by 5 minus 0 whole square, that is minus 1 by 5 whole square. So that is equal to what? That will get it as 3 by 5 is 9 by 25 plus 1 by 25 will get it is 9 by 25 plus 1 by 25. So that is nothing but equal to what? 9 plus 1 10, 10 by 25. Okay, 10 by 25, that is square root of 10 by 5, square root of 10 by 5. Or I can write it like this also. 5 2s are 5 5s are, okay. We can do it that way also. As per our convenience, we can do it. So this will become what? This will become equal to square root of 10 by 5, 25. That is nothing but square root of 2 by 5. Square root of 2 by 5, that is option A. That is option A is the correct answer. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear, friends. Okay, this is how you solve this question. This is how you solve this question. First, use the properties of, that is concept of perpendicular lines, find out slope, and you will get the value of A, that is equal to minus 1, and put the value in these two equations. Solve the two equations, you will get the value of x and y. From that x and y, find the distance from origin using distance formula. Very simple. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Now, the lines p into p square plus 1 x into x minus y plus q is equal to 0, and p square plus 1 x square x plus into x plus p square plus 1 y plus 2 q is equal to 0 are perpendicular to a common line. Very important. Okay, for what value of P or they are asking. Okay, perpendicular to a common line. So that means this will be line L1. Okay, this line be L1. Okay, this line be L2. L1 and L2 are perpendicular common line. Let this be line capital L. L1 and L2 are perpendicular to L means that means what? L1 and L2 are parallel. L1 and L2 are parallel. If they are parallel, M1 will be equal to M2. Okay, these two lines are parallel. These two lines are perpendicular to given line means that definitely these two lines are parallel. This line L1 and L2 are perpendicular to a common line. That is L1 is perpendicular to L, capital L, and L2 is perpendicular to capital L. That means L1 and L2 are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. Okay. Therefore, L1 and L2 are parallel to each other. Per parallel lines, we have condition M1 is equal to M2. What about M1 here? M1 is nothing but minus P into P square plus 1 by 1. That is 1 minus 1. That is will become plus 1. Okay. Now, what about this? P square plus 1 minus of P square plus 1 whole square by 1. That is nothing. This is minus. Okay. Now, if we solve this, what we will get? Okay, here it has a coefficient, that is P square plus 1. P square plus 1. Now, see here what we can do here. If we solve this, if I cancel this and this, I will get it as only P square plus 1. P square plus 1 is there. Okay, P square plus 1 is there. Now, if I take it as common, here I have P into P square plus 1. Okay, here I have equal to P square plus 1. If I bring it this side, this will become what? P into P square plus 1 minus P square plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, I have what? P square plus 1, I can take it as common. P square plus 1 into P minus 1 is equal to 0. P minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, this P square plus 1 is equal to 0. I cannot take this. I cannot take this because P square is equal to minus 1. It will become that value cannot. That is not real value. It's not a no real value. This is no real value. Now, only value I have is P minus 1 is equal to 0. So, P minus 1 is equal to 0. That is P is equal to 1. So, that is only one value of P. Okay, exactly two values, exactly one value of P. The answer is exactly one value of P. The answer is exactly one value of P. It's not about getting the values of P. You should be careful about taking the parallel lines. It is since they have given perpendicular to a common line, then you should take those two lines are parallel. If they are perpendicular to each other, then it is perpendicular to each other. That's it. But if they have given perpendicular to a common line, then those two lines are parallel to each other. Got it? You should be careful in this. Now, condition of concurrent lines. Now, condition of concurrent lines. Okay, we will discuss about this topic in the next class, that is in tomorrow's class. Okay, so in today's class we learnt concept of angle between two lines and also what slopes pertaining to perpendicular lines, slope perpendicular to parallel lines, and all these things. I hope it was useful. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, share, and spread the word about NEET World YouTube channel. Thank you, friends. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.